2, 1. Stace, roll them. Roll them.
I'm trying.
Okay. Roll them. Here we go. Sometimes it gets stuck. Here we go. All right, bring us. There we are. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Sleazegrinder Supershow. And it's Halloween, everybody. So
Halloween.
anything goes on Halloween. One of us is in costume. I guess which one. My name is Ken. You might know me as the frankly legendary rock writer Sleazegrinder. This is the Last Gang in Town TV edition. Of course, to my left, it's the Chachi to my fun, Stacy DC. And to my right, it's my beautiful bride, Stacy Dawn. And right here, it's my buddy Yaeko.
Woo! Hello. She's the one in costume.
Can you guess?
We haven't gathered.
Can you guess, viewers, who she is? You can call in, and if you know who she is.
She nailed it. If you don't know, she nailed it.
So Yaeko's here because it's Halloween, Stacy, and you always on Halloween you want to do something a little, spooky, little,
Yeah.
right?
People
So
do. I didn't have time, but I would like to have had time.
well, you're in black at least.
Yeah.
But here's the point, everybody. Yesterday, thank you.
There we go.
Yesterday, Yaeko, she read my tarot cards. First time I've had a tarot card reading.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
How are you able to refuse all the people that have asked you in your lifetime?
Well, it's actually the second time now that I think about it. I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend in the 80s, Jen, who I'd made the chicken documentary with, recent chicken documentary that I made, The Chicken People. You remember that one?
I do. Check it out on YouTube. If you don't
You check it
want to
out.
miss
No,
it.
it's on Vimeo.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, exactly. But anyway, she got into tarot cards, because she was into the Doors, and that's.
Still seems a little witchy.
She's definitely witchy. But that's what would happen in the 80s if you get into the Doors, and you start reading tarot cards. That's the way it works. Because Jim Morrison, he was very mystical.
That is. I did see the movie, and one day I read.
I mean, Chris
some of
is
the
really
book.
into the Doors.
There you go. Say what?
Isn't Chris really into the Doors?
Chris is really into Doors. He's got a Jim Morrison
See what he knows
tattoo.
about.
Believe me, that if anybody is tapped into this stuff,
Right.
it's Chris Heavy Necker Cardone.
Well, we'll see what he brings
Who's
to the
out there.
table when he gets here.
Who's out there somewhere. Anyway, here's the point. So she read my tarot cards yesterday. We're going to talk about that, the experience. Yaeko's going to talk about how tarot cards work, where they come from. Yeah. What are we tapping into? Like, what kind of weird energies? Is it a cosmic energy? Is it, who knows? Is it the other side? I don't know what we're contacting.
Energy from up here?
Up
or
here, down there, or all around?
Over here.
That's,
here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're going to find out.
I want to know.
And of course, and Stacy you recently had a reading.
Yeah.
In Provincetown, correct?
I sure did.
Oh my God! Look who it is! It's Chris Heavy Necker Cardone.
About you, son of a gun.
We just predicted that you'd be walking in the door, and here he is.
Yaeko's energy.
Yeah.
You can sense me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel it?
There's Chris Heavy Necker Cardone, everybody. Try to get in on that shot. There you go.
Here.
But don't block anybody else. It's a really tricky. There you go.
There we go.
Very good. Hey, Chris. Here's Yaeko.
Nice to meet
Everyone
you.
moves a little
you.
bit this way.
If everybody moves
Okay.
a little bit this way,
Towards
Yeah.
me a little bit.
towards you. Okay, we can do that.
We can solve
We can
the
move.
problem.
We can do that.
Ken, did you bring this for the contest we were talking about?
No, Stacy just brought some candy because it's Halloween. That's all.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, it's not a contest. We don't have to eat them
We don't
all.
have to eat our faces until we vomit.
Yeah,
Good.
but that is a fun thing to do. I understand that you didn't want to do it,
I can't take it, man.
but
Candy's just not my thing.
really,
I like candy, but I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? It's not my...
You don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, exactly.
let's talk about tarot cards. What do you know about tarot cards? Have you ever had a tarot card reading?
Never, ever.
Oh, really?
I like the art style on a lot
Yeah?
of them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I can really say.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
This particular deck that Yaeko has.
Which I can show.
Yeah, Stace, let's
here.
do it. Let's show a little of these.
This is the back,
Yeah.
and then this is the front.
Right.
And I'll put some cards like.
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
that's a scary one.
That's a
I mean,
scary
it's
one,
not
yeah.
really scary. Nothing's really that scary.
Yeah.
And
So this particular deck, Chris,
Yeah.
was designed by the wickedest man in the world, Aleister Crowley.
No way.
this
Yeah.
is the Crowley deck. Yep.
Imagine that.
Yep.
I've never met a
Aleister
Crowley that I like.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. What do you mean, though? Like, he came up with the titles and the meanings on each card?
He kind of changed them. Yeah.
Okay.
He kind. I mean, there's a basic tarot deck that he kind of followed, but he added in his own interpretations to this deck. And so, and he changed some of the wording, and some of the images are different. Like, there's that basic tarot deck that everyone knows, which is the Rider-Waite, which is the one that you probably see. It's like the black and white, very simple deck to look at. And, that's like a basic one. And so this is kind of based off of that, but he added, his own touch. And since he was like a mystic and an astrologer, and he studied the Kabbalah, he added that all into this deck. It's actually really interesting, and the artwork was done by a woman named Lady Frida Harris. It took them years.
She did the whole deck?
She did the entire deck.
It's a lot of work.
And how many cards are in a deck?
There are 72 cards.
So many.
Yep.
And
Is that
each
the same
one,
as a regular deck of cards, or
No.
is that a dumb question?
the
It's
regular deck
not.
is 52.
It's not, because you have
Good knowledge, bro.
Thanks.
Yep.
52
card
pickup.
Good pickup, yeah, right,
Darn it.
yeah.
Yeah, because there are trump cards added to this.
Right, but it's a lot of the same elements. Do you have face cards and...
Yep, you have your you have the basic suits. Like, I actually don't play cards, so I don't know any card games.
Yeah.
But you have like discs, swords, wands, and cups.
Which is
Those are
the
elements.
equivalent
Yeah.
of the cup, the clubs, spades, hearts, diamonds.
Right.
Yep. Then you have your aces.
Dropping it today.
Then you have your aces in each element, and those are always very promising and very positive. Those are like the seeds, right? It's like
Yep.
the beginning. And then from there you have the minor arcana, in which you have the knights, the princes, the princesses, and the queens. Crowley changed it, so there's no kings in this deck. It's only knights and princes. Okay?
Yep.
And then on top of that, you have the major arcana. I was explaining this to him yesterday, and that is from 0 to 20 to 21. So it's 22 cards in the major arcana. And you begin with the Fool, and it's the Fool's journey, and it goes to the end, which is the last card, which is 22, which is the universe. And those are really like the most important cards in the deck. I mean, they're all important, but those are really important because they kind of tell a story of where you are. Because you start at the Fool, you're the beginning of life. You're innocent. You don't know anything, and you go through. So then with life, you go through things too. You go through work, your mother, your father.
Unless you're Benjamin Button.
Yeah, go backwards.
Well, then you start. Yeah.
So the Fool isn't necessarily like a bad thing. The Fool just means it's like you're at the beginning. Of
Right,
something.
exactly.
beginning.
And also, whatever, a lot of people think that you get the death card, you're finished. But the death card, as far as I know,
Very
it just
rebirth.
means change, right?
Letting go.
Right.
It means letting go, cutting cords, cutting old ties.
And Yaeko tells me that the one you got to watch out for is actually the tower, right?
Well, the tower is the one that people get really scared of.
You get the tower, that's it,
See if
finished.
I can find the tower. No, it's not
Tower doesn't
finished.
scare me, Ken.
You're not afraid of the tower?
I used to be afraid of the tower, and I'm no longer afraid of the tower. And I
The Trump
will.
Tower is the only tower that really gets me going.
I've gotten the tower so many times it doesn't even affect
This
me
is
anymore.
the tower card here, and so this one can look a little.
Yeah. Let's explain what's going on in
It
that
doesn't
card.
look, inviting.
Yeah.
I don't want to welcome that.
It's kind of swirling. It's a swirling
It looks like
red.
destruction.
Yeah, it does. It looks like trouble.
It's like chaos. It's
Yeah.
So what's the
destruction.
positive spin on this tower card?
So, the positive spin on this card is that in order for you to grow and to progress as a person, anybody in their life,
Yeah.
in order for you to get to any kind of universe
You gotta
mastery level,
self-destruct.
you have to go through kind of like a destruction of some sort.
Yeah.
Not a destruction, but like things have to break down, your walls, the way you perceive things, the things that you were taught, your life, all of a
Right.
sudden you're like, wait, this is not really how it is, and you're facing it. So from this moment on, and it can be different for everybody. I mean, it literally could be a house fire. Like sometimes I look at that and I say, it looks like the house is on fire.
It does look like a
right?
house is on fire.
Right? And actually, I pulled this for a woman once, and she did
And her
lose
house
everything,
burned down?
and she did lose things.
Oh
down.
my God.
But that's just like, but it could also just be that, you go through, a horrible breakup that really changes your life, because you have to look at yourself. And then from there,
It's
it
like a
only goes uphill.
reframing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you won't, and nobody will go forward in life without really.
Of
Never
course.
had one
something.
I haven't benefited from that I can think of.
But let me ask you this:
Yeah.
when you did your tarot reading,
Yeah.
and you got this one for the lady whose house burned down,
Yeah.
did you see The house burning down?
Well, I don't know that I don't really, it was a few years ago, I don't really recall, but I felt like you lost everything. The house is burning down. Things are falling apart. It's just, the structure of your home is just no longer there. And she was like, actually, we really literally went through a house fire and we lost everything, and it was we had to rebuild after that, but.
So our house had already burned down.
Yeah,
So you couldn't. It's not like you could warn her and go, "Look, if I was you, I'd go check the stove because I think this."
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It was something I pulled about her past.
Okay. All
And
right.
I pulled
All
this
right.
up. And
I thought you had
it was-
predicted.
No.
Okay.
I didn't predict that.
Okay.
No.
So what draws you to the cards as a form? I mean, do you look at it as a form of fortune telling, or is that just a misconception?
I think it is a form of fortune telling, but I think there's a lot of misconception about what tarot is. I think that you see a lot of things in movies, and they, it's like you see a woman with a crystal ball, and she'll tell you, something that is, really spooky, and it's super precise, and which I do have to say that can happen. You can be pretty precise. I don't think any tarot reader's ever like 100% accurate anytime. I think, we're all human beings.
Right.
What I think that tarot reading does is it taps into your own intuition. And and everybody has intuition. Everybody in this room has it inside of themselves, and it's a matter of tapping into that. We all get instincts or feelings for things, or like energy. If you sit next to somebody and you just doesn't feel quite right, and but we're not taught to listen to that. We're in a society, and we don't pay attention to that. We almost like throw away that stuff like it doesn't mean anything because we don't have the scientific backing for it. But so this is really you could read anything if you really wanted to. So what I think is really cool about tarot is that you can learn the basic meanings, which I've done, but it's also really cool to take a card and look at it and see where your eye goes and see where your eye falls and what it makes you think about,
So the power is really in what they make you choose to focus on, or to look inward and then what you focus on.
Yeah, to see where your eye falls. Any tarot, like really good tarot reader is going to tell you your instinct and your intuition is the best way to read a card. You can look up the meanings in a book, and that's a really good way. And it's great. You can do that, and I do that too. I've learned the cards, and I think it's very helpful. But you can also just take the card and see where your eye goes that day. Like when I read for you yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, you want to say
No, it's fine.
When I saw something about your past, and I said there was something that my eye went to an actual eye.
Right.
And I said, you saw something, Yeah. And so that was something that I could see that.
Right.
So
I was gonna say, like, when you first pulled up the Tower card, before you told us it was like about destruction.
Yeah.
It's interesting you're talking about like what my eye goes to on the card, because I looked at the eye and I thought of like a tower, like, okay, I would interpret that maybe as like maybe I'm looking for something. Like a tower is like a vantage point where you're like not moving in any direction. You're just kind of like trying to take everything in and survey where to go next. Maybe.
that might be what you're thinking. Okay, so when I pulled this card before,
That's such a Chris reading.
no, that's really awesome. Actually, that's like exactly how you would start reading. And
I got a touch for this stuff.
yeah, you've got a touch for this stuff. I mean, you guys probably all do, but I've pulled this card before as seeing. Sometimes I see, the mouth opened here, or I see the people falling off the tower, or I see the snake, or I see the white dove. But sometimes my eye will just go to that eye, and I will say to someone, "You're going to witness something, or you're witnessing something chaotic, or something that's going to happen." So the eye can be that you're observing.
Right?
Yeah. So that's maybe what you're picking up on, and that was really good.
Nice work.
Good
Can I get a
job.
round of applause, people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey, Stacey, do you want to talk about your reading experience in Province?
Yeah,
And
so
by the way, who read your cards over there?
I don't remember their name.
Was it a guy with curly hair?
Yep.
Moses? In the occult shop? And
Yeah, sounds about right.
He was great, right? He was a nice
Did the
guy.
cards tell you that right
Well,
now?
I got a lot of
She feels like she got the economy reading, and then
So I purchased the economy reading. It was called the O'Connor reading. So I was only willing to pay $7 for a few minutes of his
well, so you only paid $7. You only got $7.
I got $7 worth of.
I didn't even know he had it that cheap. So.
I think it was 7-Eleven, something like that.
So what did the $7?
I don't know. There's a lot of focus on like how it was going to be a really bad year for me. And it
Really?
was just...
Oh my God.
And then I turned it to like a Like I had questions about.
So he just like looked and he was like, oh boy.
It's like, you're really cheap
no,
now.
no, no, no.
Oh boy.
He tried to reframe how bad it would be into like, yeah, it'll be kind of a rebirth and like you're gonna shed a lot of dead weight type of thing.
You want to burn the house
But then I
down.
kind of turned it on my own, like asking a bunch of questions about how like I've had my palm read before and I've always been told I'm gonna live a short life.
Yeah. Really? Wow.
And he was just being like, I don't know.
Wait a minute. So did you have a bad year?
I didn't have a great.
How you doing, bud? That's what
was
we're
this
asking.
reading?
How you doing,
When
bud?
was this reading done?
It was like the summer before last, so I did go through a full year.
All right. So let's look back at that year. Was he accurate? Was it a bad year? It seemed okay to me.
I mean, it was a year of growth, which
Okay.
he definitely said.
Yeah.
So
Yaeko saw the same
he
guy.
said it was like a 9 year or something, and that's a notoriously
Oh, it was a
tough
9 year.
year.
Okay.
Because I was turning
Oh yeah.
27.
I remember that. The 9 year. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it wasn't Moses, but this guy,
Curly hair, kind of like a Boston accent.
I don't remember his
Skinny.
accent. He was skinny.
musician.
Yeah, he seemed like a musician.
But I'll tell you
He had a
this.
big head of curly hair.
Oh,
So-
guy.
that hair is like, you can't miss it. It's,
So I'll tell you this. We'll see. We'll find out in the future how accurate Yaeko was.
oh,
But
you're putting me on the spot now.
yes. But for my reading yesterday, here's what happened. So she's like, "Hey, I see this thing, something with you with music, some with there's like wires. I don't know what, something." And I go, "I don't know. I mean, probably." And then, but who knows? And then a couple hours later, I get a text from the guys in the band Diva Car, black metal band Diva Car, who I had on the radio show a couple weeks ago. Were you on with those guys? I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're. I had talked to them about the corpse paint thing,
Yeah.
and
Like, what's it all about?
yeah, I was like,
Okay,
this was
sure.
the thing, and then it fell apart and whatever. Anyway, they texted me yesterday, a couple hours later, and she's like, more that we think about it, more that we think corpse paint's a great idea. Let's get to, we want to help you write the music for it, and then you guys can open up for us.
Yeah.
Which is like hardcore techno bands, so it's just a bunch of wires, right? It's music and it's a bunch of wires. Yaeko thinks it's going to be a big success 6 months down the line.
I said that if you follow your heart, everything will work out for you.
Right, so what I'm saying is...
He's got a really positive outlook.
Okay, so basically what she's saying is, Bud, like, let's lay it on the table. Is
Yeah.
your heart in this or not?
Yeah, she said, let's get this corpse paint off the ground. So I guess that's what I'll do.
Exactly where.
It takes her to read cards and tell you that. I've been telling you that since you told me,
It's
last year,
the
man.
best idea I've ever had. So I
Every single
must.
time I see him, I'm like, is corpse paint
Yeah.
happening? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, I've never seen you execute a project poorly that you put your heart and soul
Thank you.
into.
That's very sweet of you to say. But also, but Yaeko was also saying that there was a lot of stuff with animals.
You
With
know
me.
what though? There is one.
What? Well, what did I? Okay. There's a lot of stuff with animals. Is swirling around, and I got nothing to do with animals. That's the thing that throws me. So now I'm trying to figure out what the animals are about.
It's maybe the animals inside of you.
Maybe, or maybe Stacey.
Oh, no,
Maybe we're gonna
Stacey's
end up buying a zoo. Have you been?
No, I'm not looking for a zoo.
Have you been looking for a zoo?
A zoo looking for you.
She does a lot of online shopping. I don't know what she's looking for. It's
Definitely not a zoo.
If I see a bunch of
Maybe a
searches for
bunch of fur
cages,
coats.
yeah, maybe
No.
horses. She said something. Is something with your wife and horses? So maybe, do you want to learn how to ride a horse? Because
I'm
I
not
support
supposed to
that.
ride horses.
I support that if that's what you want to do. Anyway, it was
It's on my
really fun
list.
Sure, you
Things
can
not
last
to
somewhere
do.
here in Cambridge on how to ride a horse.
It wasn't so much. Can I just say that
Yeah.
it wasn't so much about a specific horse. It
Okay.
felt more like your wife,
Yeah.
Stacey,
Yeah.
was carrying you in a way.
Well, that is very much true.
So wait, so Stacey was the horse and Ken,
I was
or maybe
riding.
Ken's the horse.
No, what I mean is, she's a big support. And
is.
he depends on her, especially for
Oh
this
boy,
goal
you don't
that he
even
wants
know.
He has this goal, this love. He has these passions that he's attaining for.
Yeah.
This is what I saw. You're reaching for that cup with the cancer, which is about love, which is
You're reaching for the cancer cup, buddy?
Yeah, that's what I'm reaching for.
Well, that just represents like heart and emotion and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But anyway, I felt like this was your wife, and she's a big support, and she's helping you reach that way without her helping you to carry you.
Yeah. Oh,
There was a peacock in the background, and I was trying to figure out what that peacock showing the way the peacock was
Yeah.
showing the feathers. I was
Yeah.
like, what's that peacock doing there? I still don't know.
Okay.
But maybe it'll come to me. But
Okay.
Or maybe it'll come to you.
Maybe it'll come to me. I don't know.
Maybe you'll be a peacock next year for Halloween.
But I think that's the beauty of all this is that it just kind of opens you up. It kind of opens up your
Gets you
mind
thinking.
to thinking about your life and what you want to do and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's the beauty in it. You do readings. Can we see her website, Stace? Because you can get a reading from Yaeko.
You can get a website, yeah. And I
can
haven't
get it too.
updated my website since I have a
This thing is
3-year-old and
being
a
very
4-month-old baby.
Yeah.
So things are a little. Oh, there's my because I'm really a violinist also.
Yeah, she's a
I'm
violinist. Look at how glamorous that
wow.
picture is,
I'm
by
a
the way.
legit violin. Yeah, I'm a
Look at that.
perform everywhere.
Unbelievable.
I played with Stevie Wonder. I'll just say that.
You did?
I did. I actually
Wow.
played TD Garden with Stevie Wonder,
Wow, look at that.
and I recorded with Zach Perlman on Great Performances.
So
I did a tour with him. Yeah.
it is important that you figure out how to spell Yaeko, but then if you can, you go to yaekotarot.com and then you can book a tarot card.
Really, it's a
tarot
pretty
reading.
website.
It's a beautiful
so much.
website. Did you design it
I
yourself?
feel so
I
like
had a friend
calmed
do it,
and
but I-
comforted by this website. So I can stay here all
That's
day.
what it's all about.
That's why I learn all about
just
Yaeko
wanna
and,
get hugged and out.
her journeys.
Yaeko's got a whole world view here. She's got violins, she's got meditation, she's got tarot cards, she's got
Breastfeeding.
you got breastfeeding.
Too.
She's got an essential oils thing that she's working on. That's how I met her.
Essential oils.
Yeah, she's mixing
Like
up the
you
essential
sell
oils.
I
Yeah.
just ordered a diffuser today.
You did?
did.
You need some oils?
Yes.
You can call me.
Hey yo!
I need some
All right,
oil
I'm
advice.
gonna give you my phone number
Okay, perfect.
or my
Yeah.
email.
Oh, I'll be texting you late at night.
Yeah.
I'm into this oil.
I think there's something to the oil.
There is something to the oil.
There's something to the oil.
I fully believe in it. I only have one right now, but it
Yeah.
really changed the
What
whole-
oil do you have?
It's just called Relax.
Okay.
And you
We
put-
were in, I was in documentary
dab it around.
class with Yaeko's friend and mine, I guess, Vera Ventura, the great Vera Ventura, and she had peppermint oil, and she was like, "All right, let's all
That's like it wakes you up.
let's
right?
all rub this on, and we'll all wake up." There was no problem waking up because the studio was like 30 degrees, but I got it, man. I got that. You can get this oil, and it can have
Yeah.
various nice effects on you. So
Yeah.
and you can mix them up, make your own potions.
Yeah, you can.
I like the idea of
Yeah.
potions. Anything that's kind of like witchy and warlocky and cauldrony, I'm into.
Right.
And I actually bring the oils with me to a tarot group, and I brought my my teacher a diffuser, and we put oil in, like particularly lavender, because it's just very relaxing and
calming one?
calming, and for anti-anxiety. Yeah, it's like a good one. So
Yeah.
Use that
lavender's
last week.
good. Lavender's like basic. It's a good one. It's not too expensive. It's
Yeah.
a good one. So
There's some really bad ones though.
yeah, there are some really bad
Holy
ones.
smokes.
Anyway, the point is, it's all about opening up. It's all about
Yeah.
getting free. It's all about taking the journey inside.
man.
You know what I'm saying, man?
I know exactly what you're saying, man.
Thanks, man. So I am suggesting to you not only that you get a tarot reading from the great Yaeko, but you also maybe pick up your own deck. Just kind of rifle through it. Just
Yeah.
pick one up every day. Just think about it. Think about what it means to you. You
And I'll
know?
probably be starting a little tarot class at some point in the next year.
I'm
so
there.
You can.
Where at?
I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe
Sure.
my house, but I've got 2 kids, so they make a lot of noise. So we'll see. Maybe we could meet someplace. Maybe someone could host it in their home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do like a tarot group.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Especially if you need like some self-reflection or even healing. It can be a very healing tool. And I think that it's always important to get a good tarot reading that makes you feeling good, that you don't feel scared or negative.
So if you
And
feel
just-
scared,
and just
should
remember, if you get
ask for
this
a
one-
redo?
If you get this one,
You're done.
it probably means your house is going to burn down.
No,
You're screwed.
it means you might go through a tough time, but don't worry, good times
Call it
are
goodbye.
Beautiful. All right, thank you. We have 15 seconds left, so let me thank the great Yaeko. Make sure you go to yaekotarot.com. Book her today for a tarot reading. It could change your life. We'll find out 6 months from now. I got a good feeling about this corpse paint thing now. All right, we'll be back at 6 o'clock, but Yaeko's got to go. So thank you, Yaeko. Good night, everybody.